Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Hope everybody's coping well and trying to push through. Yes, I'm so happy you came back. Thanks for stopping by. Message on the lake. Self-sabotage. We're familiar with that. A couple of us have been through these stages in our lives. So let's chat about that. First, I want to define what is self-sabotage. Yeah? Self-sabotage is defined as thought pattern and behavior that creates problems in our daily life and interferes with our goals. Yes? So well, let's talk about me. From my experience, sometimes I have experienced self-sabotage. You have a thought, you have a plan, you're going to get something going, you did all the preparations, and then you cannot get it started. You cannot take the first step. Let's dig deep and find out some details, according to science, about self-sabotage. Yeah? So an example or a couple of examples of what self-sabotaging is, people. Procrastination. Yes, what I just explained, my example, that's procrastination. You're getting all the preparation done and you cannot take the first step. Another example is self-medication with drugs, alcohol. Yeah. Another would be forms of self-injury. Yeah. And the fourth one would be comfort eating. Yeah. So I've just outlined some examples of what causes us to self-sabotage. Yeah. Now let's go in deep. Why do we do it? What is the reason? Why do we self-sabotage? Number one is self-worth. Some of us believe we don't deserve success. We don't deserve to be happy. We don't deserve to be free. We don't deserve peace. We don't deserve prosperity. We just feel we're not worthy enough. We do not value ourselves to say, you know what? I am worth happiness. I am worth being rich or wealthy or living well off. I am worth it. So I deserve it and I'm worth it. Yeah. Another reason why we self-sabotage is familiarity. We used to people overlooking us in the office or friends, or minimizing our opinions or our suggestions. And so it's a comfort zone. So we stay there, they overlook me. They don't take my words to mean anything. So guess what? Let me just stay in that location because maybe the other side is the unknown and I'm a bit frightened about the unknown. So I stick in the familiar zone. A third reason why we self-sabotage, like I mentioned before, procrastination. All of us are victims of procrastination, myself included. You know exactly what you have to do. You make a list, you make a plan. You start getting all the pieces together. However, it takes you a while to take the first step, people. Lord, it's difficult. You cannot just get the first step going. Yeah? And the fourth reason for why do we self-sabotage is difficulty stating your needs. Typical example. Somebody hurts your feelings and you're having trouble, you're having a challenge telling them, guess what? Hey, you did this, you said this, and it made me feel that way and I don't like it. We don't do that. Another example is you're in the line, maybe an hour in the line at the bank waiting, and all of a sudden somebody cuts you and comes right in front of you. You say nothing. You say nothing. Yeah? So that is some ways of why we self-sabotage. So I will recap: self-worth, familiarity, procrastination, and difficulty stating your needs. Yeah? Now let's get to the recommendations. How do we overcome self-sabotaging? Firstly, we recognize the behavior. You tap into it. What happens to me that causes me not to push forward or causes me to stop in my tracks when I know what I want to do? Recognize the behavior. Then we identify the belief or the thought that causes the emotion. With behavior, emotions, they are all intertwined. Yeah. Then number 3, we understand the emotion that leads to the behavior. Yeah. And number 4, we change the behavior, the emotions, and the thought. And last but not least, we create and adapt some self-supporting behaviors. Yeah. So here you have it, the science version and a little bit of my experience of self-sabotaging. So I urge you out there, guys, to recognize these behaviors and let's try to work on it. Let's try to change it. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to work hard and push through. Love and light.